Hi Hermie, my name's Colton. I work at North Island Nissan. Of course, I am Donna's son as well. Behind me, I've got our 2021 Nissan Rogue. This is an S front-wheel drive model with a gray exterior. We are going to be able to find you an all-wheel drive model though. I just wanted to show you this color because we have it in our front-wheel drive right now. So it's a gun metallic gray. It matches the rims on this model as well. I really like the look of it there. And yeah, it's a nice package overall. Again, if there's any features that this model doesn't have that you're looking for, let me know. I'm sure I can find one that does work for you, but it sounds like this one can get the all-wheel drive that you're after. So if there's anything else you need, let me know. But I'm going to run over some of the features, and I'll do a quick walk around the outside and then jump in the driver's side and go over some more features there. But the interior in these vehicles are absolutely gorgeous. The seats are really, really nice. They've got a two-tone cloth seat to it. Super comfortable. I'm going to send you a video about how they're actually inspired by NASA. But yeah, really, really comfortable seats in them. They've got a nice three-tone color throughout the entire vehicle. So they've got the light gray on the seats, the dark charcoal on the sides of the seats, and on the dash there's a leather wrap on the dash too. They've got the stitching in there, and then it's a nice dark brown up top. Actually, they kind of had that in our luxury models previously, and they brought them to all the Rogues this year, which I thought was a really nice touch with it. But yeah, it's a super nice interior, and I will go over some more features when I come around to the driver's side. They've got that three-tone along the door as well, so it's the dark charcoal, the lighter cloth, and the dark brown up top. For the back seats here, Nissan uses a little bit of a theater style seating system, so these back seats are actually raised up above the front seats a little bit, that you can kind of see there. So they're really good for legroom. It looks like that seat slid back a little ways. I'm about 5'11" myself, and my knees don't really come too close to those seats at all, so I could even go back a little bit further and lean back as well. But lots of space in the back seats, and then it's just a little lever up on the shoulder here if you ever need to fold them down. And both sides of those seats fold down as well, and so they'll go flush with the back here as well, which I'll show you in a moment. Give you a shot of the back of it actually before I open that up. And so here's the cargo area. Now this year with the redesign, that's actually in crooked there, that's in wrong, I'll have to fix that. With the redesign, they've opened it up quite a bit back here, so it's a lot wider than our previous model Rogues was. It's a lot closer to the CR-V's space back here, but it's actually just slightly larger. It's a little bit longer than what the CR-V has. And then we do have the panel here that lifts up for the spare tires. We've got some carpet floor mats in there. We also have those rubber ones in there too. But yeah, lots and lots of cargo space with it. And then I'll fix that privacy cover. It just needs to turn. It's a nice quick fix to do there. And there we go. Now jumping in the driver's side, we have our power locks, windows, and mirrors. I love the buttons this year for them. They've all got a really nice solid click to them. And then those are for the mirrors up there. These are your locks and unlocks. So it's a really nice button layout for it. They do have a power lumbar in the S model, which is really cool because this is just our basic model for them. So they did a great job with it. You can of course raise the seats up and down. If you're interested in power seats, we'll just have to go up one trim level to the SV model, but we can look at that for you. And then jumping in, it is a push button start, so foot on the brake and then hit that button. That's going to start the vehicle up for us. Ooh, turn the radio down here. Starting with the center console here. This center console, it has a butterfly lid, so it actually opens up right in the middle. That way anybody in the vehicle can access it, so that's really cool. I love the lid on this. It just closes like that. The gear shifter is an electric gear shifter. It's really easy to use once you do get it, but it is a little bit different than what you're typically used to. So to go into drive, you just pull it straight back, and that's your drive there. If you want to go into reverse, it's straightforward. And if you want to go into park, it's just that button on top. So it's just the three motions, one per each gear. But it's a little bit different than what you're used to. But what's really cool about that is because that's fully electric, you actually get a ton of space underneath it there. So you can get a purse, backpack. I have a glass lunch container that fits in there perfectly. It's got little walls on it too, so it doesn't slide around or anything. So it's nice that you get quite a bit of extra space with it there. You do have some USB ports up front. There's a 12-volt plug in there. There is a dual climate control, so you can set a different temperature for each side of the vehicle. It does have heated seats. There is a heated steering wheel as well, which is really nice. You have the leather wrapped steering wheel on there, so that gets heated. I'm gonna go to a wide angle view real quick. And sorry, my phone's a little grainy. It's getting dark out. If you'd like, I can do a little bit of a better quality video tomorrow when we have a little bit more daylight. But the screen comes up from the dash a little bit here. It's really nice because if you set up your navigation, which does have to run through your phone for this model, what's really nice about it is you can see like this is about my eye level right here, so it's still not blocking the road at all. It's quite a bit below where that road would be, but what's really nice about it is lifted up closer to your view, so if you do have a map running there, you don't need to look down as far, which is the reason they kind of brought it up out of the dash a little bit. And then for that center screen, it is a touch screen through there. It's super easy to set up your Bluetooth for it. You've got all the manual buttons along the bottom, which I really like. A lot of the companies are going to a full touch screen, and I'm not a big fan of that. I like having the actual buttons down here, so you can go to the menu, you can switch it to the audio, you've got the volume dial and the tuning dial for the radio. So they kept all the physical buttons, but they do also have those touchscreen buttons if you prefer those too. So you kind of get the option of both there. For the steering wheel controls, they're pretty straightforward here. Your cruise control is on the right hand side here. That'll turn your cruise control on. Down on that little toggle will set your speed. You got a couple Bluetooth buttons along the bottom, and then these buttons are for the radio. You have the volume controls, and then these ones in the middle here are for the screen up front. I'll zoom into that real quick. So right now, the fuel economy one is up there. There's lots of different good ones that you can have up though. There's one for the tire pressure warning. There's one for the radio. This one will be your safety shields here. You can also go through a couple different screens like your 4x4 controls and things like that. There's a settings screen for all of them, digital speedometer. So you have lots of different options for what you can have displayed in that screen in front of you. So it's a really, really nice screen up there. It does have auto headlights on it. It has auto high beams as well, so you can see that symbol there. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in. There's a little A in the middle of it. So it does have the auto high beam. So if you're driving down the highway, say you're going to Seashelt from Gibson's or vice versa, if there's headlights coming towards you, it shuts your high beams off. But if there's no headlights in front of you, it'll keep your high beams on. So it's a really cool one for that. And then what else? There are blind spot warnings. There's a triangle up in the corner of the mirror up there. That'll be your blind spot warning. So it'll tell you if somebody's in your back corner, or if you're ever in a 2-lane road, say going to Vancouver or anything like that. Nissan has a forward emergency braking system. So for the forward emergency braking system, pretty much all the other companies do have that available now, but Nissan actually takes it one step further. So instead of detecting up to one vehicle that's right in front of you, Nissan's system can actually detect up to 2 vehicles ahead of you. So that's a really cool system for that. They also have rear emergency braking. The rear emergency braking uses sonar, so it goes with those backup sensors that'll beep as you get closer and closer to objects. If you're about to hit an object, whether it's somebody walking by or if it's just one of those maybe parking posts or something like that, it's actually able to fully hit the brakes for you even when you're going backwards. So it's not just forward emergency braking. And there's a whole slew of other safety features as well. There's so many of them in these cars. They did a really, really good job. And it's a beautiful vehicle too. I absolutely love the interior in it. And sorry again, it is getting kind of dark here. If you'd like me to make you another video tomorrow, let me know. I can maybe do a quick scan through everything. It doesn't need to be as long as this one here. But let me know what you think about the vehicle. Let me know if you consider it. I think our pricing is very competitive compared to the Honda CR-Vs. It looks like the Hondas are a little bit more expensive than these ones. We actually have them available, which is huge too. So there are some out there that we can get for you. I checked a couple other Honda stores going down island as well, and I couldn't find any CR-Vs available. My manager said if you find one, let him know, because he would buy it for our inventory here at Nissan. And so yeah, let me know if you consider this one here. Our financing rates, I don't know if you'd be paying cash or financing, but from what Honda showed on their websites, our financing rates are quite a bit lower than theirs too. So if you are financing, we do have better interest rates as well going through Nissan Canada Finance. So let me know what we've got to do to make this work. If you want to make a trip over one day to take one for a drive and see how you like it in person, just let me know. I'd be happy to have one ready for you. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.